As a child, I spent a lot of time with my grandma, watching her, helping her, especially when she was preserving food, when maybe she would go to forest and collect mushrooms and then maybe dry them and keep them for winter so that we could have these fragrant soups. And now, as an adult in my own kitchen, when I preserve fruits and veg, often I think about her. And as you can see here, I'm doing something very similar that she used to do. I'm preserving the food. I'm not wasting anything. And very often I ask myself the question, is it because I respect the food? Is it because I'm thrifty? Or is it because there's some subconscious fear that I might not have it later? My grandma was a child during World War II. She was orphaned. She experienced scarcity. She told me about times when having shoes was a luxury. My mother, she grew up in Poland that was still recovering from the war, so she also experienced some level of scarcity. As my grandma, she had this mindset of never wasting anything, and especially when it came to food. I was always told that we need to preserve the food and we can't waste anything. I was also always remember about people who don't have food, who don't have clean water. And even though I never experienced scarcity, I was fortunate enough to always have everything I wanted. I still, in a way, I was impacted by experiences of my mom and my grandmother. And I believe that trauma doesn't really stop with people who've only experienced the trauma. I believe that we can pass the trauma on to other generations. And in a way, you could say that maybe my grandma's hunger that she experienced as a child still lives in my full pantry. But I believe there's also another aspect to that. Engaging in those activities of preserving food and making fermented food, that in a way helps me to evoke certain really sweet memories from my childhood. When I was spending time with my grandma and when we were doing things together, it's not all traumatic and scary and all bad, but there is also that positive and a warm part to it. And if you are interested in learning more about generational trauma, then I would encourage you to go and watch my psychoanalysis of Netflix series where I talk about generational trauma. And I would love to hear about your experiences of generational trauma. Let me know if you've noticed any of your behaviors that you think might be linked to the trauma that maybe your grandparents experienced.